This is Mission Control Houston. We're now getting live video of the crew. Cheers going up from the flight control team here in Mission Control. Good view of Sonny Williams in frigid temperatures right outside of the spacecraft. It was an expedited extraction of the crew. Very quickly did the search and recovery forces arrive on scene to remove the crew. There's Soyuz Commander Yuri Malenchenko wrapped up in blankets and fur parkas. You can see in the background the first glimmer of daylight with sunrise coming up at the landing site in about 36 minutes or so. Sonny Williams wrapping up her second flight into space and a total of 322 days in space on her 2 missions. She conducted 3 spacewalks to emerge as the all-time leading female in terms of spacewalking time. Another view now of Yuri Malenchenko with a whopping 642 days in space on his 5 flights, putting him 7th on the all-time endurance list behind 6 other Russian cosmonauts.
Take the measurement second time.
And our first look at Aki Hoshide, a brief view from the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. You can see every now and then a snow flurry or 2 at the landing site, but all in all, given this time of year, the conditions quite good. Cloud ceilings were reported at about 500 feet at the time of touchdown, reminiscent of some of the conditions that greeted Mike Fossum and his crewmates, Sergei Volkov and Satoshi Furukawa, when they landed just about a year ago.
And congratulations on the landing. Just say a few words. How was the landing? Everything was fine. We didn't have any problems. The timing and the landing site, everything was good.
So once again, the crew was extracted very quickly from the Soyuz vehicle, which landed on its side. Touchdown occurring just 26 minutes ago, about 52 miles northeast of Arkalyk. Once again, Sonny Williams, the Expedition 33 commander.
Did you take the second measurement?
Within a few minutes, all 3 crew members will be hoisted in their reclining chairs and brought inside an inflatable medical tent to have their Sokol launch and entry suits removed. There's that familiar infectious smile of Sonny Williams at the landing site. The video being relayed half a world away on a remote steppe in Kazakhstan.
Thank you. Take them to the tent. Take her to the tent. Are your hands cold? Blood pressure is 75.
Aki Hoshide of the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, completing his 2nd flight into space. A total of 141 days in space for Hoshide, placing him 3rd amongst all-time Japanese space travelers, behind Soichi Noguchi and Koichi Wakata, who will launch in late 2013, ultimately to become the first Japanese commander of the International Space Station.
Как дела? Если что-то будет беспокоить,
If something bothers you, do tell me, all right? Immediately. Do we have the tent ready? All right. How is his hand? Everything's fine.
Назад отойдите, все на шаг назад.
Continuing to receive live television from the landing site to the northeast of Arkelik, where the Expedition 33 crew, Yuri Malenchenko, Sonny Williams, and Aki Hoshide, you see Malenchenko on the left, Williams on the right, at the landing site as sunrise approaches, the landing occurring 1 hour before daybreak at 7:56 p.m. Central Time, 7:56 a.m. Kazakhstan time, just to the northeast of Arkelik. The search and recovery forces were on the ground very quickly. The descent module landed on its side, but the crew was extracted within minutes, and flashing smiles, all three of them, as they are prepared to be hoisted, to be brought into an inflatable medical tent to doff their Sokol launch and entry suits, get into more comfortable flight clothing, and then begin to proceed towards three respective helicopters for 2-hour flights back to the staging city in Kustanai. Now you can see a view of that inflatable medical tent and the harness to the parachute, the main parachute, and you can get a good idea now of the terrain and the landscape, snow-covered. About 3 to 4 inches of snow fell at the landing site in north-central Kazakhstan over the past 48 hours. Malenchenko now in the process of being carried towards that inflatable medical tent, followed by Hoshide, Sonny Williams to follow.
Watch out, don't trip.
Да я сейчас надо на статью. Чума, блядь. Далеко ты прилетели.